Hello guys, welcome to our discussion today. Today we are going to look one of the methods of separating mixtures. And we know we have type of mixtures. We have the miscible mixtures. Mixable meaning that they can you can mix them together and form a uniform solution. Then we have the immiscible mixtures that when you mix them, they do not form a uniform solution. For example, of immiscible mixtures is like maize and beans. Those one we can just separate them by picking. But for this miscible, you'll find that it's like maybe you use milk and water. That is form a uniform solution. Okay, in our case, we are going to use you are going to separate ethanol from water. Ethanol and water. This, when you mix these two, they form a uniform mixture, right? And for this method of distillation, just to emphasize, it means distillation is just improved method of evaporation. It is improved because I said it is improved because we are going to use it just as evaporation, but the improvement now comes because you're introducing the fractionating column, and maybe instead of using the cold water bath, now here we are introducing another thing we call the Liebig condenser. We call the Liebig condenser. And this Liebig condenser, you should study it well because it has an inlet and it has an outlet. What comes in the inlet and what comes out in the outlet. And again, we have in the fractionating column, we have some things that are inside there, yeah, and we call them grass beads, pieces of porcelain. You have pieces of porcelain, yeah, and with this we have now the flat bottom flask. Yeah. Now, ethanol and water, why are they separated in this manner of distillation? Because you'll find for distillation to occur, we must have some properties of these mixtures. These mixtures have some properties, and these properties is that they have very close. They have very close boiling points. They have very close boiling points. For example, we find that of ethanol, it has 78 degrees, or it distills at 78 degrees Celsius, or it forms a vapor at 78 degrees, while water will form a vapor at 100 degrees Celsius. Meaning, when you start increasing the temperature of that mixture of ethanol and water, a temperature of 78 will reach fast. Therefore, we start forming vapors. They start forming vapors, and these vapors, they rise and they enter the fractionating column, whereby they enter the fractionating column. And if water vapor has risen, and because it is not more volatile, water will drip back. They will condense and drip back. So the function of grass beads is to increase the surface area for condensation of the less volatile mixture. For example, our less volatile mixture is water. Therefore, if the time for it to be distilled at 78 degrees, because that not its boiling point, it means it will drip back and ethanol will just pass, right? When it passes, the vapor now enters the Liebig. It goes to that tube that is connected to the Liebig condenser. Remember, we have an inlet. This inlet, what is coming in is what we call cold water. cold water, it has a big condenser. This big condenser, it is like just a container, like a tank, whereby the tube is passed through. Therefore, when cold water enters, it is allowed this tube, and therefore there is that exchange of heat. There is that exchange of heat between the vapor in the tube and the cold water. Therefore, the vapor in the tube will condense and come out in form of droplets. And the outlet, remember, you have that exchange of energy or exchange of heat. Therefore, what will be coming out is what we call warm water. And I have a caution on this. The Rabi condenser should always be like this: the inlet at the bottom and the outlet at the top. This is just to increase the surface area to increase time for cold water to contact with the water vapor in the tube. Yeah. Now, ethanol will distill first and will be collected here at this beaker. So here we have ethanol. And we can confirm it is ethanol that has distilled first, because at first, at the thermometer, when ethanol was being distilled, you will find that the temperature here leads at 78. When it is time for water to be distilled, you will find that the temperature here will rise up to 100 degrees centigrade. But we have to confirm at this far end. Remember, ethanol, this is a type of an alcohol. And alcohol, they have some properties such as being flammable. They are flammable, meaning when you ignite them, for instance, ethanol, it will burn with a blue flame. Then we have water. Water, when you ignite, it will not ignite. Therefore, you confirm we have collected ethanol, we have collected water, and that's all about. And all the questions will ask you, what is the purpose of the thermometer? What's the purpose of the grass beads? Why is it possible to separate ethanol from water using this method? Maybe they extinct the arrows. What was the mistake? Yeah. Why? And then they ask, why could if the arrows are inverted, why could not be the expected result could not be obtained? Yeah, such questions. And thank you for following. Like for more videos to be made in the future so that you can be notified. Also subscribe, and see you next time.